Hey everyone, we've come up the hill. It's kind of been a gradual climb, but we've come up about maybe 1,000 feet, and we found this dragon fruit farm. So I thought that was real interesting. I don't see any fruit on it. So that's dragon fruit in the Philippines. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a pinkish white fruit with black seeds.
By March, honey, we will come back here and harvest and buy.
I guess they do that in March, she's saying. So it's a dragon fruit farm, which I considered as a viable crop or something to do here to make some money. So here's somebody doing it. I think they're on cement posts generally, and they have like a little rubber tire or something to contain the plant because it grows up and then branches out at the top. And then it produces fruit up there. So very interesting. Not that I've seen here on Visayas Islands. I haven't seen a lot of that. Primarily corn, rice, and sugar cane. So this is one of Rosie's schoolmates. Everywhere we go, we meet a cousin, aunt, or a friend. So she hadn't been over here in 50 years or more since she grew up, was a little child. And we come up the road and we were asking this gentleman here on the left about, you know, are we on the right place to get where we want to try to go? And it turns out that's somebody she went to school with 50 years ago. So what a small world. And he's been really kind, walking with us and talking and sharing stuff. But this is kind of, here's a little better opening. So just beautiful. They have a little stand set up there, so I guess in March it starts, the harvest begins, so I would say they're going to start doing some fruiting or flowering here shortly, because March is next month. So here comes a local biker, so he's coming down the road. Hey. So yeah, we've come up from the valley all the way down there and wound around. So yeah, just beautiful. If you like this type of stuff, I don't mind the city, and it's okay, but majority of my videos are going to be out in islands and nature and talking to people and things like that. So we seem to, even out here, you meet people like this, her classmate here. Every day we run into 2 dozen people. We sat and had a little water and coffee with another family I met a couple weeks ago. So we've become friends, and so every time I go by, they say hi and come in. We sit down, chit-chat a little bit about life in America, life in the Philippines, so typical topics. So, and most people speak a little something. If you ask them something, they, and of course you get the younger people and more towards the bigger cities. English is much more fluent. I mean, we're out in the sort of mountains area, the provinces, so not as many people. These are hard-working people, farmers, so there's not a lot of English being spoken, and there's not a lot of people. I think I asked him, I said, am I the first American or foreigner to ever come down this road? And he said probably true. So that's where we're living. There's just not many people. So when you don't have to speak English or get an opportunity, it's not practiced and retained. So it's much the same as in America. I never took the time to learn the language here because hardly anybody speaks that in America. Very few people from the Philippines. There's quite a few people there, but it's a minority, a small percentage, a couple percent or something. So but anyhow, we've come across some little coconut plantations. There's an old, somebody's homestead or whatever. So we've come by a banana plantation. Here comes a It's a typical form of transportation to haul stuff. So you haul all kinds of stuff, rice, and got the little girl on there. So hello. So yeah, they might have 3 or 4 or 5 people on that, or a stack of rice, or pigs, or whatever. That's like a little truck out here, very common and widely used. So very few people have trucks and cars out here. So motorcycle, number one, and then little 3-wheelers or so, little cart like that is the way people get around and move stuff and supplies. Matter of fact, everything that came to our house came up on a cart similar to that one. So bed, refrigerator, whatnot was put on the cart and driven up the hillside, because the road or trail to our house is much like this one. Once again, we're on a road. This is a Province road, and houses here and there off of it. So there's some over here. That's kind of a typical Province house, made of bamboo and metal roof. A lot of them are, half of them are probably bamboo, and half of them are concrete, cinder block, hollow block, they call it here. And we got some roosters, cockfighting, I suppose, roosters. And yeah, it's a typical Philippine homestead here. Got the clothes hanging out and whatever going on. So roosters, pigs, and dogs, and kids and stuff. So yeah, we've been walking since about 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what time it is, but just been enjoying it. And Rosie kind of pretty much knows where she's at, and I do too as well. Not as well as she does, but I know we're heading towards the National Highway, which is a major thoroughfare here on Visayas Island. So it's typically 2 to 4 lanes wide, and asphalt and concrete. So yeah, heading, continuing to gain elevation. So even though we were about 1,000 feet up back there, we're going back up still. So yeah, my understanding from the information here is that in the center of the island, I think it peaks out around 6,000 some feet elevation. So here where I'm at, I think we're between the 4,000 and 5,000 foot. This one's probably 3 to 4, maybe 5. I'd say 3 to 4. Then there's just countless little roads and places going off to other places. All right, Rosie's gonna show me a lot over here for sale. So yeah, over here in the Philippines, they call things hectares, and they sell them by the hectare or square meter. So I guess here to the right here, what we're looking. So how much is here? I see where it's kind of cleared off.
This land is for sale.
How much, and how much is it? 2 hectares or?
So from there,
I see it. Well, how many hectares?
I will have to ask.
And how much? So I'll get you a little information. So 1.5 hectares, which is 3 or 4 acres in America. So it's pretty sizable. We call that a mini farm. So goes by that coconut tree there. So 3 or 4 acres in America, 1.5 hectares. So he's taking us over here up this bank here. Try to not knock myself out on this tree limbs. I'm quite tall. 6'4", so we'll look over the valley and then call this one a wrap. But yeah, so there's lots of land and different places for sale all over the Philippines. He's
So from there, honey, from the mango.
yeah, they're walking us back. I guess he lives here and knows who lives here because we're coming by somebody's house. But that's where it's so different in America. You know, people would be calling the police or throwing a fit if you walked through their lot or whatever. But out here, people just grab you and invite you in and say, come have some tea. So we're on, just come out off the road. He's showing us this property. So yeah, it's a nice little piece. Pretty rugged.
There's a stream here, honey.
He
So
says,
from that mango tree up to that one tree like that.
yeah,
in
the coconut
center,
tree sort of the lot line.
and then going up there from
Right.
there the place.
All right, just beautiful. There's a little home green roof over there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in on it here. You can see it right there. Just beautiful little place over there. I'll go back out because it gets shaky when I'm tied in. There's we're not far from the road because there's the cell tower that sits along the National Highway. There's the cell tower, Rosie. So we're very close to the road.
Yeah. Okay. Go back.
All right, thank you. All right, that's it. We're going to go back up to the road here, so I'll sign off and call this one a wrap. So that's it from Terry's Philippine Journey. Thanks for watching, everyone.